Okay, so last session we started discussing about HTML meta elements. We learned head section and body. So yesterday we started learning about the body section, and body section is defined by using body tag. And for this attributes, so we are learning those attributes. Yesterday we learned that body section will have an attribute BG color and the text. Text is to apply color for text and BG color is to apply color for background. And 2 points we learned: HTML colors. HTML colors, how you define HTML colors? One, you can use color name, another one use color code, hexa code. Hexa code. Hexa code starts with hash and 3 characters: red value, green value, blue value, or it starts with hash. So red 2 values, green 2 values, and blue 2 values. And the value of red, green, blue, every color. So red, green, blue, every color will vary from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After that, A, B, C, D, E, F, F, 0 to F. So the F is the bright, right? And the 0 is the dark, dark. So this is for every color. So red, green, and blue. R stands for red, G for green, and blue, B for blue. All the combinations you have to define. I hope up to this everyone is clear. Understood the two options. We can give color name and color code, and how to apply background colors I given you. Next, another important we have background. So that means we have another important attribute, background. Actually, background is an attribute. So it is used to set background image for body. So for body section, we can put background image by using this background. But here, so many other points are there. I will tell you technically. So for example, you see how to apply, we will see. Let's go to the project. In this project, our project that we created is a full stack web app. And for I'm designing a new page for you. You can no need to practice everything in index page. For every example, you can add a page, and in that page you can practice. I'm adding a new file in public folder by name some home.html. Okay. And in this, we are designing as per the standards. First document declaration, then document scope, then head section. And in head section, what it contains detailedly I explained already. So every day, no need to write them. I will just write a title every day, right? And in the title, some home I given. Now in the body, in the body section, you can keep any content. So you can add any content in the body section. So I will type some welcome to HTML, some content in the body section. Okay. Now we will run this, and this is the page with that content inside. Now, generally, what we learned in the last session was background color and text color. We can have a background image. So how to apply background image? syntactically, we have to write like this: body and background is equal to, we have to write image path. We have to write image path. Which picture you want to apply, that picture path we have to define. Here certain rules are there, certain standards we have to follow. First important thing you should note is, first point, always, always, always use only physical virtual path for images, not images for resources. Any resource you have to use. Here our resource is image. For any resource you have to use only virtual path. So that means don't use physical path. Physical path. So this is very important. I will tell you what is physical path, what is virtual path. I will tell you. We will see that. See, for example, this is body section, and for body section we are using background. We need to write the path. So in your computer you have a image. For example, in my computer, in my computer E drive, I have a folder called images. In that images, some images are present. So there is an image called shoe. So there is an image called shoe. Some shoe image is there. And its image type, you can right click and go to properties and see the image type is JPG. Its extension .jpg. Because when you are accessing a file, you have to be very clear about its name and extension. It's very important. So where it is present, see the path. It is present in this location. In this location. Generally, when people start learning HTML at different levels, school, college, or general education level, when they learn, they usually don't know server functionalities and all. They just know, learn how to write code and run code. Due to that, what they do is they copy their files in one folder, double click on the file, open it and see, and they will see that it is working fine. But what is difference between them and us is, our target is to run live now. When it goes live, it should work. Goes live means when we upload this to cloud, upload this to the live servers, it should work. So you should write the code which is suitable for servers. If you don't write that, your resources will not run exactly how you are expecting. That difference I will show you. See, the path I know here. See, the path is this E drive images folder. So what I am doing now, I am writing that path here. Generally, you know, in computer, how do we write path? E colon slash, U colon slash, and here images is the folder. In images folder, we have a file called shoe.jpg. This is how generally people learn at different levels, writing the path of resource, which is not correct. Which is not correct. You should never write the physical paths. This is physical path. You should never write physical path. They will not work on servers. When you run on server, they are not going to work. We will see. Our path is correct, 100% correct, but they will not work. Observe, right click, so run on server, refresh, it is not working. But your path is correct. How you will say path is correct? Let's go to the project where we saved our project E drive. In project full stack, yeah, this is our project. So what is the project D drive? Yeah. So full stack web application. This is the project. In that project, we have a folder called public. Open that. In that, which file I am currently running? Home. I will open that file. That means double click. When I double click, it will open in browser and background is working. Background is working. This is school level HTML. School, college level HTML teaches you this, that you write a physical path, you double click on file, open it and see it is working, then satisfied, close. But this is not the real world scenario. So 100 to 100% physical paths will never work on server. So forget this. So you should never write this. See, currently two locations are there. Observe. Currently, this is running in a file system. And another, this is running on server. In real time, it will be on server only. And on server, the path is not working. And in file system, it is working. It is working. So we don't care whether it's working on file system or not. Completely avoid this. You have to use only virtual path. How to write virtual path? What is meant by virtual path? How to write virtual path? So that means I hope you understood this point. So then how do we write virtual path? That means, so what is a question I will give here? Question I will give, what is a virtual path? Virtual path. So actually the answer is simple. So virtual path is the local virtual path is the local reference path of resource in project. Local reference path of resource in project. Virtual path means it is the local reference path of resource in project. How you design this? How you will get this? For this, what you have to do is first step. So first copy the image into your project local folders. That means copy the images and resources into your project local folders. And second point, access from the folder. Access from the folder without mentioning drive name. That means C drive, D drive, E drive, you should not mention. Without mentioning the drive name, you have to access the folder. For that, lot of concepts are there. I will tell you. This is very important regularly now. Once you know here, you have to follow the same everywhere. Follow the same everywhere. I will show you that. Now, what is means, I will tell you here example. e:/images/shoe.jpg. This is physical path. This is physical path. And images/shoe.jpg. This is virtual path. Virtual path. Remember here in the beginning level, people who are new to computer technologies, they are confused between this slash and this slash. Means people who don't know basic computer operating, they are confused about two slashes. You should know that this is called backslash. This backslash is used only in physical path. Only in physical path backslashes are used. And this slash is called forward slash. Forward slash is used in virtual path. Virtual path. So you should clearly know that. Backslash when you are writing a physical path. Forward slash when you are writing an virtual path. Virtual path. Now Some more points are there. This is not enough. Some more important points are there. I will tell you here. See, for example, now I will show you a project structure. This is our project root folder. This is our project root folder. That means we have a project root folder. This is project root folder. In this project root folder, we created a folder called public. We created a folder called public. In this public folder, in this folder, we have home.html. In this folder only, we have shoe.jpg. That means you have to copy the image into same folder. If you copied into the same folder. Now, where is your code file? Your code file is in public folder. Where is the resource? Resource also in the same folder. If code file and resource both are in the same folder, then you can simply write like this. That means background is equal to shoe.jpg. That's enough. No need of mentioning any path if both are present at same location. If both are present at same location, no need to mention any path, just name. That's it. Now observe here. Suppose you are maintaining a separate folder. Generally, people do that. They maintain a separate folder. In that folder, they give the name like images. That means they have a folder images. In that folder, so they put some picture. Suppose shirt.jpg, something like this. Now, our HTML file is present at different location and photo is present in different location. That means it is not present in the same folder. Then you see here, now in the HTML code, we write like this: background is equal to shirt.jpg. It is wrong. Why? Because there is no shirt.jpg in the same folder. Now it is present outside in images folder. So we have to come out of this folder. Currently our code file is present in which folder? Code file is present in public folder. We have to come out of that folder. For that you have to write // means come out of that folder. Okay, after come out of that folder, into which folder we have to change? We have to change into folder called images. In that / we have shirt.jpg. That's how we write. Understood? What is the meaning of // means one level back. One level back. There can be 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels also sometimes. I will show you those scenarios. I will show you those scenarios. I will show you. This is one concept. So this is one concept of how we refer the path. That means in this case, // this represents one level back. It says one level back. Come one level back. So that is // it is one level back. There is another option here, // means same folder. Same folder. // same folder. So see here I given if it is in same folder, I said that only name is enough. Actually name is enough, but sometimes people have an habit of writing like this: background is equal to // shoe.jpg. This also means that same folder. That means if it is in the same folder, you can give name, that's enough. Otherwise you can use dot slash. Dot slash means come out of the current folder and now change to another folder. In that you get the image and use it. This is how generally we define the path. These I will give you in the notes. I will upload in the notes. You can get this. This path references I will give you. Now, important. This is one concept. This is one. I will just save this. Yeah, I will just save this. So path one on desktop. Okay. Let's do another. Let's see another scenario. Let's see another scenario here. Sometimes what happens is, I will show you another scenario. Sometimes what happens is this home.html. Okay. Now this images folder, sometimes this images folder is present in this public folder. That means the images folder is in the public folder. So it is in the public folder. That means here I will give here. There, here I will give here. It is in the public folder. It is in the public folder. In public, actually, in this public, we have images. In public, we have images. In this, you have a file. In this, we have a file called some shoe.jpg. Then how do we write here? So I am writing, so a simple syntax. Background is equal to source file and resource. Both are in same folder, but in the same folder, image is in another folder called images. Then you can simply, how to access the resources of same folder? To access resources of same folder, you can directly use the name. That means you can use images. Images is the folder name slash, in that what, show.jpg. That's how we use. There is nothing like which one is best. That is silly thing. Why? Because which one is best, we decide according to our project and requirements. Right? As per our project requirements, sometimes resources are kept in a separate folder outside public. Sometimes we keep inside. That depends on our requirements. Every time it will change. Every time it will change. There is nothing like which one easy, which one best. Sometimes you don't have photos in your project. Some from other project you have to access them. From other project we have to access and use them. So such scenarios I will tell you later. We will discuss. There is nothing like which one is best. A developer should be ready to access from any location where it is, because as per project requirements, we create different folders, and every project need not to have that folder, right? That is the important thing. So now how you can access this, another way is there. What is it? Background is equal to dot slash images, in that shoe.jpg. It is always a good habit to maintain all our resources separately. Don't mix up with others. That means all HTML files at one place, CSS at one place, JavaScript at one place, images at one place. It's good to organize. It is easy to access and handle them also, right? That is the reason. So here you observe, now this path is not working on server. So what we have to do? So first observe carefully here. What we have to do is, so this is public folder. In this folder, home.html is there. Now we will decide to maintain separate folder for pictures. In same public, we will maintain separate folder for pictures. Then what we will do? We will put select public, add a new folder. What is the folder name? Images. And in that images, you copy your files. You copy your files. That means how to copy. You cannot copy the files here. You cannot copy the files here. What you have to do is open your project location in Explorer, open images here, copy. So see what I am doing. In my computer, I am keeping one image. Suppose I will copy an image here. Some images are there. In your computer, you can copy any image. Suppose some speaker, and I will put that image. I will put that image. This is speaker JPG file. Now, how to use this speaker JPG file? We already have that speaker JPG file. You can see it is ready. We have that file. Now, how to use it? How to use it and apply it? So now the background, how to write the path. So dot slash. In that we have a folder called images. In images, we have speaker.jpg. Suppose I will do one more thing. Here, outside this public folder, click outside and create a separate folder called assets. People have an habit of maintaining files in a separate folder by name assets. In several projects, you will see assets as a folder. In this assets folder, they keep JPG files, Word documents, text documents, and everything. So see now, I will open this now. I will open this now and assets. Into that, I will copy this in my computer. I have some shoe. I will copy it and paste in that assets. In assets, I copied. That means I am copying a separate file in assets. I want to use that here. Let's try now. I am trying to use shoe.jpg. Obviously, it will not work because it is not present in the same location. It's not working. So what we have to do, I come out of the current folder. What we have to do, dot slash. In that which folder? Assets. In that which file? shoe.jpg. That's how we write. So that is how we have to access and define. Right now, you can see that image is applied. Image is applied. So while lot of other techniques will be there, lot of other path references will be there, which you will gradually learn. When situation comes, you will understand. As of now, this minimum knowledge you should have. Don't ever use the physical paths. First, keep all your resources in your project folder only. Then from there, you access. It will work everywhere. You are running from file server, it will work. You are running from live server, it will work. Everywhere it will work. So that is the first basic thing, right? So this is the point we have defined. Now, next important, that means I hope you are clear with all these options. So what is the example now? Example is first step, create a folder by name images in a public folder. This I am doing. Next, copy any image file. So into folder. Actually, that is your project slash images slash means in the project you have a public. In public, we have images some shoe.jpg. Okay, now what you have to do, access from your HTML file. Accessing from HTML file, you have to write like this. So body background is equal to dot slash images slash shoe.jpg like this. That depends on where you kept the image and how you kept the image. You have to define that, you have to do. This is first step. Now observe here, when you keep images, generally when you keep images, one problem you will face is the image depend on height, width and size. Its appearance will be different. That means actually by default image is tiled. Tiled means it will occupy entire screen. Entire screen duplicates. Suppose you take a small image. Observe. Suppose I am taking a small image. So small image dot slash images speaker dot jpg. This is another image. It will look like this. By default, images will be displayed according to their original size. Images will be displayed according to original size. In HTML, you can't do anything. In HTML, you cannot do anything. You can just see how it is displayed. If you want to control the appearance, you have to use CSS. In HTML, you can't do anything. Just leave it. If you have to control, then you have to use CSS. Without CSS, you can't control this. How to display image that is not under HTML. Only placing an image is in HTML. How to control the image, you have to use CSS. But we will learn partially CSS also. Partially CSS while starting with HTML, we will learn. By the time when we go to CSS concept, you will be perfect in so many topics. So I will not go in an order like first HTML finish, then CSS. From the beginning itself, we will be thinking about the real world examples, how to design. So simultaneously, I will giving you small ideas about CSS. Don't think anything extra than what I am giving in class. Just do practice of what I given in class. Because we can understand your interest and excitements. Because when I tell one CSS effect, you will ask so many doubts. You will get answer for everything, but not now. So don't get excited in this. So just follow what I am telling in class and proceed with that. That's it. Because once we start explaining anything CSS, lot of doubts will come. That doubts that cannot be clarified until or unless you know complete CSS. So don't go anything extra other than what we discuss in the class. Just follow me for a few days. You will get answer for every question. Okay. That is the method you have to follow in my classes. Okay. Don't get anything extra. Don't think. Just do what I am showing in class. Level by level, you will reach everything. Okay. First point, we applied a background image in a ready. Background image is ready. Now how to control background image? I am showing you that. See, controlling background image. Background image. How to control background image? To control background image, so first what you have to do is you have to add style in head section. You have to add style in head section. That means let's go. Now in the head section, we have to add a style element. Okay. In this, initially, to which element you want to apply styles? You write the element name. As of now, write the element name. To which element we want to apply? Body. Body. For body, we need to apply some effects. Then a set of effects are defined in curly brace. This is called block. We in computer programming, we call it as block. We call it as a block. Curly brace is a code block, starts and ends. Now in the body section, you can write in next line or like this you can write. Now that means you are applying effects. You are applying effects for body section. Some CSS effects you are applying for body section. First important is That means you add style in head section second. So write a code block for body section. Code block for body section, we have to write like this. Style, in the style, we have to write the code block. That means body, and you have to put a curly brace, open and close. This is how we have to write. Now, to control background, what effects you can give? That means to control background, to control background, to control background image, you can apply the following attributes. You can apply the following attributes to control the background image. What are the attributes you have? One is background hyphen repeat. Background hyphen repeat. It can have repeat. It can have no repeat. It can have repeat X, or it can have repeat Y. Initially, just learn this. That's enough. Repeat Y. These you can use as I am using this symbol means either this or this or this or this. Anyone you have to use. This is background repeat. Observe carefully now. Let's go. So here background is repeating now. Then what you have to do? Background hyphen repeat. Background repeat, no repeat. When I say no repeat, then automatically only one will be there. That is background, no repeat. Suppose you say repeat X, then it will be in X axis repeating. So horizontal. If I say repeat Y, it will be Y axis repeating. Now don't come with a complaint that, sir, in my computer it is not repeating. That is another point to think, because if you taken a very large photo which is occupying more than screen and you are saying that it is not repeating, why it will repeat? Right? That common sense we should have, right? While using any references, one more point is you take very big picture which is larger than the page and you say it is not repeating. Why it will repeat? Repeat will happen only when image is small and space is there on the page. If there is no space on the page, image fits the page, it will not look like repeating, right? So that depends on the image you are using, the size of image you are using, everything. So we have repeat X and all. Suppose I don't want to repeat, then what you can do is you can say no repeat. Okay, it is not repeating, that's fine. But I want center. I want center on page. I want center on page. That means now you have another attribute. Background, you can put background position. Background position. Background position, you can have several positions, your wish. You can write X position, Y position, where you want. Or background position, you can put like this. Top, center, bottom. Top, center, bottom, vertically top, center, bottom, horizontally left, center, right. Like this, how many positions you can give? How many positions you can give in that way? How many positions we can give? I will save this again, part 2. Okay. How many positions you can give? That means actually, if it is the page, so this position, actually this is the position. This is the position I'm giving. This is left top. That means top left, top center, and top right. You can have center left, center center, and center right. You can have bottom left, bottom center, and bottom right. Understood? These are 9 alignments you can give, 9 placements you can give, or you can simply tell x 200 pixel, y 200 pixel, like this, or 300 or 400 pixel, like this. That means now what happens if I give like that? According to that, suppose you are placing an image. According to that, what happens? X-axis 200. X-axis, it will go 200 pixels. Y-axis 400. It will come like this. Y-axis is vertical. X-axis is horizontal. You can define horizontally x-axis how much you can give. Maximum it is recommended up to 1200 pixels. 1200 pixels. Maximum 1200 pixels you can give horizontally. Vertically, how much you can give? Vertically 768 pixels. 768 pixels height and 1200 pixels width. This is the standard size of a page. Standard size of a page will be this. Later you are going to learn how to design the size for mobile pages, tab pages, and desktop and laptops. Different will be there. I will tell you the dimension, the next levels. So 1200 pixels, 700 pixels, like that, that is the maximum option. Now see here, how to define alignment now. Next, right. Remember, after every attribute, you have to put a semicolon. After every attribute, you have to put a semicolon, end of that attribute, right? And the next attribute, I am writing background position. See what I am writing, center center. That means you can see that it will be center. It will be like this. But why it is not coming down? Why it is not coming down? Because your body is only one line. Currently, how much content you have in body? Only one line, right? That means body height is not sufficient. So you put lot of content inside body. That means we will do one thing. We will copy some paragraphs. We will copy some paragraphs. And what I will do is I will paste those paragraphs in the body section. Temporarily just paste lot of paragraphs in the body section. Means put lot of content in the body section. There is lot of content in the body section. Then what happens now? If there is lot of content in body section, now it looks center. That means according to how much content is there in the body section, it depends on that, right? You cannot simply come that, sir, it is not coming center by writing one line, right? If you have one line, how it will come center? That means you have to make sure that your body content is lengthy. Then you can feel the center, or you can see its center working or not, right? Right. Why I am explaining this so particularly? Because in the beginning days for freshers, these are the doubts regular. That means, sir, it is not coming to center, so it is not working properly, all due to the consequences of other contents. That is the reason we have to be particular in the beginning days about that, because these are the generally committed mistakes from the people who are freshly learning the technology. So that is the reason we have to tell these points very clearly, that body section should have a lot of content, then you will feel center. Without that also it is working center, but you will not feel like center because there is no content. Okay. Next, another important option. So two options are ready. One is background repeat and background position. You can also have background size. Background size. Here you can define the size. So height pixels you can give, and width pixels you can give. Width and height pixels, actually it is. Width pixel and height pixels. You can give width and height pixels. That means background picture. I want little bit large photo. I want little bit large photo. Then what you can do is you can go here and you can write one more option. So here background size. Background size, I am using an option. Suppose there is an option called contain. Background size contain. Then it will display like this. This is background contain. So there is ready-made option background contain or background cover. Background cover will fit the entire background. That means it will cover the entire background. To keep it correctly to fit entire background, then you have to use background cover. So background, you can define height, width, or you can keep cover, or you can keep contain. If you don't want cover and contain, you can keep your own size. That means what you can do here, you can simply write 200 pixels, 200 pixels and 300 pixels. So you can see its size will be accordingly. Suppose I want to increase. So here I will define width. First one is width, second one is height. Suppose 800 pixels width. Then you can see it will be like this. We are increasing the height, width. We are increasing the width like that. Which is the best one? Maximum 1200 pixels is correct. Page size, right? And height will be how much better? 768 pixels. It is better. That is 768 will be correctly fitting. Anything outside will go outside. If you want to cover it also, then you have to use cover. There is an option called cover. We have an option called contain. So that is the option we have to define. Already I told you so many times. Who is this online? Rohit. I already told you so many times that just concentrate on only what we are discussing in CSS as of now. Understood? I hope you understood that point. Don't think anything extra than this. You will learn all these things in CSS detailedly. I hope you are clear and you will never come up with these questions again and again. Okay. Right. I already told you. Again, he is asking question how to put other background others. Right. Clearly, I am saying in English that just concentrate on only what we are discussing currently in the class. Don't think anything extra. You will learn all of them. Okay. Right. Yeah. So next point. So what is the next point? Background repeat is working, background position is working, background size is working, background size is working. So we are able to correctly fit. We are able to correctly fit it. One more very regularly seen in the background is you have a background attachment. Background attachment we can give fixed. We can give fixed. Actually, there is an option here. See, suppose what happens is size I given as 300 pixels, 300 pixels like this, height and width I defined. It will be like this. Now I am scrolling here up and down. It is scrolling the contents here. What you can do is you can write background attachment. You can keep fixed. Actually, by default, what is background attachment? By default, it is scroll. You can put attach fixed. If I put fixed, see what happens now. After you keep fixed, you can see that that image is fixed. Only text is scrolling. That means image is fixed and only the text is scrolling. The text is scrolling. Image is fixed. Right? Only the text is scrolling. Image is in the background. Image is not scrolling. Image is not scrolling. That is how you can define the attachments. So these are enough. As of now, you have to learn two things. One is how to apply background image. Second, how to control the background image. These are enough as of now. Later, you will learn so many other things. Now, one more doubt comes here. Another question is, can I, can we change, can we change, can we change the transparency? Can we, or sorry, we can say, can we make background image lighter, lighter, darker, darker, or transparent, transparent? This is the question comes regularly. Answer: no. Not even with CSS also. Not even with CSS also you can do it. So for that, we need to apply some tricks and techniques. We can achieve, but we have to use different tricks for this. So then only we can keep a lighter background, darker background, or transparent like actually transparency will be there, but that will affect not only background, it will affect entire content also. Content also. For example, content also will be there, right? Content also will be there. That means what we have to do, suppose we can use opacity. Opacity value will be 0 to 1. That means if I give 0, 0.3 opacity, transparency, opacity is transparency, you see it will become light. What light? Entire content becomes light, not only the background image. So that is not possible. Don't worry about that. Later you will see how to handle. But this is very regularly required. This is very regularly required, but we don't have any attribute for this. Very regularly required means, let's see now. We have a website called Netflix. This is Netflix page. You see, I want background dark. Netflix is having a background photo, but text is dominating. So this is not dominating. This is not dominating. That means image is not dominating, right? Actually, they have a very bright image only, but they made it in such a way that it looks normal. Means it darker. They made it darker and made the foreground as brighter. Brighter. Now we need to handle this. For example, I will show you now. Let's do one thing here. Let's go Google. So go Google. And in Google Images, we will search for, so Netflix background image. Background image. Netflix background image, Google, you will get so many. These are all Netflix background images we are having. So many Netflix background images are there. So I will better say Netflix background banner, right? So it will come like this, Netflix background banner. So or Netflix background, you will see. So these background images will come. You see these are there. Suppose we will first, I will open any background image. So that means I will open any background image. So this is Netflix background image. I will copy this now. Right click, save image as, save image as in our project E drive. So in that D drive, in that full stack web application, in that public, in public where images, in images, I will give as Netflix back. Generally in body section, how to design the contents I will tell you in the next level. In the next level I will tell you how to design the contents in the body section. Okay, as of now, see here, generally this is the body section and it is dominating, it is more dominating. So in the body section we put any container. In the body section we put a container. So here later I will tell you different containers in body section. As of now, you can put a container div. Div is a container which is used to keep our contents. What is div? Detailedly I will tell you in the next session, right? We will discuss, because that you will learn when we learn about the contents in body section. Contents in body section. As of now, there is a container in body section. Okay. Now what to do? We will write here a simple in the style. In the style, you see, we have an option like this, that is div. Okay, for div what effect you want? For div what I will do is I will put here for the div background color. Background color I will put black. For div I will give the background color as black. So that means you see the background color for div will be black, but div doesn't contain any information. I will put our information here. I will put that information here. That means all the paragraphs I keep inside the div. You see, it looks like this now. It looks like this now. That means there is a background picture. On the background picture, there is a div. In that div, we have all the content displayed, but div background black is dominating now. Then what you have to do is when you apply colors here, actually in CSS what we do is background color is black. We use a combination called RGBA. RGBA, red, green, blue, alpha. Red 0, green 0, blue 0. So that means it will get black color. And alpha means transparency. Transparency, it can be 0 to 1. I will give 0.3 or I will give 0.7 like this. Now you can see 0.7. You can see it looks like this. Now I will remove. So here, observe here, I will make it 0.5. Now you can see transparency will be coming. I will use 0.3. That means more transparent. You will see the image is more transparent now. Text is dominating and image is more transparent. Actually, we don't have large images, right? I will do one more thing here. I will remove all this content for you just to show you that background image is dominant or not. You can see it. It is like this. Div is not there now. We have to adjust the height for div. Let's go here. Adjust the height for div. Height for div. How much we will give? 768 pixels I will give. Height for the div is 768 pixels. And you see now it is not dominating. That means the background image is not dominating. How you can increase the more darkness? 3.5. That means you can see it is more darker now. It is more darker now. I am using 0.6. That means it is more darker now. Now, if I can keep any text inside this with white color, it will dominate. I will show you. Later you will learn. Temporarily, I will put a heading. So Netflix or what Netflix people have, I will put that. I will open Netflix. I will copy this sentence, unlimited shows and everything. I will paste it here, and I will keep align center. Don't worry, later you will learn those. I'm just showing point here. It will look like this now. We have to adjust the width, height, keep it center. So much work is there. That is not our current concept. Our current concept is how people make the background darker. how they make the background darker so that it will not dominate, because several websites will have background images, but they should not dominate. There is any attribute for this? There is no attribute for this. We don't have an attribute for this. We have to apply such tricks. We have to apply such tricks. Then we can implement such design, right? Lot of work is there. I just given you a overview, right? So the point here, I hope you understood the concept now. That means in the background, can we make background image lighter and darker or transparent? No. So here the concept is you cannot define by using any CSS attributes. You cannot define by using any CSS attributes. You can implement by using so alpha colors and with containers. That's what we have done now with alpha colors with containers. So we have to do that by using alpha colors and containers. So what I have done in this example currently, in this example, what we have done, see, the height and width you can change. For example, I don't give background size here. If I don't give background size, observe here, it will be like this. So content alignments and all we will learn later. It's not the point, right? As of now, you need to just know that there is no any attribute for that. We have to apply simple tricks. So what we have done in the syntax, I will show here. First, we have a body section. In the body section, we have a background. The background is having an image. In images, we kept Netflix back.jpg. So inside the body, we kept a container. Understood? Inside that, we kept a container and body close. That is only the point. Now, how to apply effects? So in style, we return the style. This entire code I will paste there, right? So here we kept the style. We kept the style, and in the style we have to write like this: div. For div, what is the effect you have to give? Height, how much pixels? Some 768 pixels height. Next. So for div, we have to put a background color. Background color uses an option called RGBA, red, green, blue, alpha. You have to put red value, green value, blue value, alpha. Generally, the difference is you remembered in alpha channel means normally the color value, first value is red value, green value, blue value. So generally, if it is hexadecimal, value will be how much? Hexadecimal value will be 0 to F. But in RGB, red value can be 0 to 255. Every color value can be 0 to 255, only number. That means if I want red color, I have to apply 255.00. If I want green color, I have to apply 0, 255 and 0. Gradually 0 to 255 color change will happen, right? So if I apply 000, which color will come? Black. And after black, how much transparency you want? You have to define here 0.345. Up to 0 to 1 you can define. This is how we have to write. This is how we need to configure and define. This is how we have to configure and define. This is background image, how to apply and configure it. So this is generally the content you have to specify, right? Now, very important is how to design inside the body section. Later topics will come. I just explained this div part only to make you understand how to display background darker. But forget about this div priorities here. Later I will tell you what is div, why to use div, where to use div, and what others we can put in the body section. We will see that. As of now, our context is only body. In body, you have learned 3 attributes. What are those? Three attributes you have learnt now. What are those? One is BG, color, another one, text, another one, background. And next we have margins, which are very simple. That means left margin, we have right margin, we have top margin, and we have bottom margin. These margins are used to adjust the space between the contents. That means suppose you have some space here. Suppose I will put some paragraphs here. If some paragraphs information is present, I will put some paragraph information there. Yeah. So if some paragraphs information is present inside it, you can see it looks like this. Now I want some space between left, right, top and bottom. Some space need to be adjusted. Then you can write like this. In the body section, you can add here left margin. Left margin, how many pixels you want? Suppose 100 pixels. Next, right margin, how much you want? 100 I want. Top margin, I want 50. Bottom margin, it's your wish. It's not mandatory that uniform you have to give, right? So 50 I given. That means you see all sides some space will come. That means you are adjusting the top margin, bottom margin, left margin, and right. These are the margins for the contents inside the page. For the contents inside the page, we are setting the margins and we are defining it. Left, right, top, bottom margins, we have to configure and define. These margins are simple. Another option is there, align. Align is used for alignment. You can give left, you can give center, you can give right, or you can give justify. That means, for example, you see here, the paragraph inside the body, I will increase the zoom levels here for your understanding sake. You see right side paragraph uneven is there. That is raggedness of right edge in a paragraph, which you can reduce by using simply, you can put align attribute. I am writing here align. Align you can give as align, you can give as center. That means content will be center aligned. Or if you want perfectly blocked, then you can use justify. Justify is perfectly blocked alignment. It reduces the raggedness in the right edge of the paragraph and keeps it correctly uniform, right? That you can do by using this. This is the simple concept of working with the background and body. In the body, you have other options, A link and V link. These are related to links. We will discuss in the next session how to work with them, right? Today, this is enough, right? You can try this. Try designing this. This entire code I will post. This entire code I will post into Classroom. I given you the Google Classroom code, right? All this will be in the Google Classroom code, right? Justified is nothing but it is an alignment, and this is not new. I hope you know little bit MS Word like things. Justified alignment is a alignment used to keep all the content blocked. Right side unevenness it will reduce for the paragraph. Okay, right. Now next, in the next session, we are going to discuss about how to use A-link and V-link, and inside the body, how to design. Inside the body, headers, footers, how to create the contents, right? Then we will discuss that on Monday, right? Next. Again on Monday, we will continue with this. Okay, Monday, we will discuss about other options. All this today's classroom notes, I will upload into Google Classroom, right? For offline people, I given the Google Classroom. Online people will contact the admin. He will give it the classroom code. And daily step-by-step notes will be uploaded there. Daily classroom examples also uploaded there. Everyday notes uploaded there. You can get soft copy from there. Okay. So tomorrow we will continue. Not tomorrow, Monday. Yeah. Yes.